Especially now, being older and married and with my own kids, looking back at my childhood and all the things that my family did for my sister and I was huge, and it makes me so much more appreciative of all that they did for us growing up. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to be continuing our top 10 series. Today is going to be my top 10 Christmas traditions. I'm really excited about this because I grew up with a family that did a lot of different things every single year for Christmas, and I just wanted to share a little bit of what we do and did, as well as things that I think are a really good idea that I would like to incorporate into our family as well. Number one is something that our family did growing up, and my mom would actually buy Christmas ornaments every single year for my sister and I, and she would allow us to open them on Christmas Eve. So that was the one present that we were allowed to open on Christmas Eve. Nothing else, no toys, no clothes, like nothing, just the one ornament. And she would put our initial on it as well as the year that it is, obviously. And it was just really special because now that I'm married, she has given me all of the ornaments that she bought me for the past 22 years to put on my own tree. So I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but there are some filler ornaments, but there's also a lot of ornaments that are special and are 22 years old. So it's a really cool idea, and I am doing that with our boys this year as well, and every year. So I highly suggest doing that, because then when your kids are off and grown up and married and they have their own tree, they don't have like a bare tree full of just a bunch of random filler things, and they're more sentimental. Number two is something that my parents did, specifically more so on my dad's side. We would set up trains and houses around the Christmas tree, but they were like real life houses and trees and like the whole snow, and it would take up half of the living room. It was a really, really fun thing. We actually have like the conductor's hats, and we had like the train whistles, a bunch of different kinds, and there's little like liquid smoke that you put into the train, and then it will like smoke in puffs as it goes around the track. So that is something that I really loved doing as a kid, and something that I don't have right now. Maybe one day we'll start that tradition, but it's expensive to start. So we'll see about that one. Maybe the boys will be interested in it in a couple years. Number three is to play the pickle game. I don't know if this is like a widely known thing or not. I only learned about it like maybe 5 or 7 years ago, but they have these little pickles. It's literally a pickle, but it's plastic and it's an ornament, so it has a little string on it as well. And basically it's like hide the pickle and then find it. So it's hide and seek with a pickle in your already green tree. So it's a really fun game. I don't really know the reasoning behind it or the tradition behind it outside of our family, but basically our family just plays hide the pickle and we find it, and it's fun. Something to do as we're all sitting around in the living room hanging out. Number four is a really fun one as well. It's to go see Christmas lights wherever they're at, whether that's a neighborhood or if you have like a drive-through kind of light show thing where you can all sit in your car and drink hot chocolate. You can go to zoo lights, neighborhoods, even if you're in a warm place, then you can go for a walk and look at neighborhood lights, or you can go around and drive and see the neighborhood lights. It's just a really fun family activity that's relatively cheap depending on where you go. Number five is to read a special Christmas book. So obviously a tradition is something that happens every single year, you know? So something that I would love to incorporate with my family is to start reading a specific book or books every single year around the Christmas time. That's like the kids know it's going to happen, and like the book gets worn down and there's a lot of memories surrounding it. And I just creating memories and like holiday things, like the kids know like, okay, it's time to read this book, we're gonna read it, and that's gonna be that. So for example, our book that we have is gonna be around like the true meaning of Christmas, not necessarily Santa or anything like that, but if your family does Santa, you can definitely read the Santa book on Christmas Eve or leading up to Christmas, or the real meaning of Christmas, and do kind of whatever, or both. Number 7 is a Christmas pajama photo. This is something that we did last year with Caden, and it turned out really cute. I'll just insert it right here for you guys. It was something that we really like to do. It's cheap and easy, and we all match, and it'll be fun to show all of those pictures like 20 years down the line and be able to recreate those. The more kids we have, the different houses that we're in, wherever we end up, we'll always have those same pictures that are special to us. This is something that we haven't done before, but now that we're getting more connected in our church, I would love to do it. Number 7 is volunteering at either a food kitchen or just in the community for the less fortunate. I know our church has a lot that we can get involved in, we just haven't yet, but I'm really looking forward to doing that, especially around the holiday season. Number 8 is to serve through your community, just kind of piggybacking off of number 7. So this can look like helping the homeless people around. Obviously, there are other things that you can do, like giving financially to different people. You can tip your server extra more than 20% if you're feeling led to do that. Just helping out the community in different ways is a really good holiday thing, and all year round, but holiday just kind of makes it more special. Number 9 is to watch your favorite Christmas movie as a family together. My favorite Christmas movie growing up was The Polar Express. My husband thinks it is a trash movie, so we're differing there. We have already watched it so far. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Now that I'm looking back at the graphics, they are horrible, but the kids don't notice. I didn't notice growing up, so that's just one that I was able to watch the other day, and Caden was able to experience that, so I'm just really happy to kind of like keep that tradition of like something that I liked and something that I'm hoping Caden would like. Brandon just has to suffer pretty much, so sorry. So number 10 is to set up the Christmas tree as a family. This is a huge one, especially now being older and married and with my own kids, looking back at my childhood and all the things that my family did for my sister and I was huge, and it makes me so much more appreciative of all that they did for us growing up. So for example, my mom especially, my dad as well, would always put up the Christmas tree, always have us help with the lights, help with the ornaments. We would always take out all the sentimental ones together and kind of look at the year and, oh, guess which year this one is. Now looking back on it, even through the stubborn teenage years where my sister and I were like, oh, we don't have time, we have homework, we have soccer, we have concerts, like we cannot, like we don't have time, we don't want to set up the tree. My mom and my dad they were always setting up the tree no matter what. So we always had a tree, we always had Christmas decorations, we always had the stockings out. It was always so festive, and my mom could have easily given up and just said like, sorry, like no, I'm not gonna set up Christmas anymore because you guys are annoying and teenagers and sassy and bratty. But she didn't, and she kept going every single year. And now looking back at all that my mom and dad did for us as a kid, that is something that I want to keep doing with our kids, and just know that when they're younger, they're probably gonna enjoy it more, and then when they're older, they're probably gonna give me a bunch of crap for it and not want to do it, but I will keep doing it. So there's that. I think that is all that I have for my top 10 list for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video like I have, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more content like this, for sure look at my playlist section on my channel for more of my top 10 series. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.